What's up everyone? In this video I will share with you an insane scalping strategy that will grow your account exponentially. So if you're interested, let's get right into it. Okay guys, so let's get started. This strategy will take place on the 5-minute. I will use JPY as my example for this video, but I highly suggest y'all to use this strategy on main forex pairs. Choose between 3 to 5 pairs and stick to those and trade this strategy within New York session or within the London session. Okay, I don't recommend you guys to trade this strategy in Asian session. All right, let's get into it. So we need 3 indicators. We need 2 EMAs. So we go here, we click EMA, we double click moving average exponential, and then we will go and we will have a 200 EMA, length set to 200, style to pink. The second one will be a 50 EMA, style to orange, and length to 50. And the third and last indicator will be the relative strength index, or RSI. You click it, then you go on the RSI settings, and I want you to disable the RSI based MA. We do not need that. Okay, so now what are the rules? We are going to stick to the 5-minute. Why? Because I think that the 1-minute is too noisy, but this strategy also works on the 1-minute. So if you want to be more advanced, if you're already very experienced and you want to get more setups daily, then you can go ahead and trade this strategy on the 1-minute. You can use the exact same rules, and trust me, if you respect all the rules, you will be good. But please make sure that after you watch this video, you go ahead and backtest it, okay? All right, now let's get into the strategy. So we have to be above the 200 EMA to look for buys, or below the 200 EMA to look for sells. Now, when do we look for a buy or sell? We look for a buy or sell when price is above the 50 EMA as well, like we see here in a buy scenario, and we get a rejection of the 50 EMA, but we don't want to see a candle closure below the 50 EMA like we see here. Okay, so if we see a close above the 50 EMA and also the candle touching the 50 EMA, all I want to see next is a bullish engulfing or a bearish engulfing or a doji or a hammer candlestick type of pattern. And then the last confluence, if it's a buy, I want to see the RSI below 50. If the RSI isn't below the 50 level, I won't enter. The same goes for sells. If the RSI is not above the 50 level, I won't enter. Okay, so now let's get straight. I'm going to use recent market price section because you guys know that I always like to use it. Now let's get into some examples. Okay, so I see an example right here. All right, and I will tell you what take profit we need to aim for. Okay, so right here we have a pin bar. We also had the RSI below 50, so this entry is valid. We would place the buy order right there. The stop loss will be right below the last candle, and the take profit will usually be the previous high. Okay, but in this scenario, I think we would have got stopped out. Also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders, because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals. And this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. Yeah, the take profit would have been missed by a tiny bit, and then we would have got stopped out. So we have one small loss. Okay, now let's continue, and I will share with you some more setups. I'm keeping it real. You'll also get losses with this strategy, but the win rate is really impressive, and you can also get some really good risk to reward trades with this one. Here there's no trade, so we have to see the 50 EMA above the 200 as well, and price above the 50 for a buy, and the 50 below the 200 and price below the 50 for a sell. Okay, those are the rules. Right here, as you can see, we went through the 50, so we don't look for setups. We only look for setups when we see a touch. Okay, so here we have a great example, and this one was a win. So right here, okay, we literally touched the 50 EMA and we reacted straight away. Check this out. Boom, we reacted with a doji or a pin bar, and we are also below the 50 level on the RSI. So this will be valid. We will take it exactly at the candle closure. Stop loss will be very small in this situation. Very, very small stop loss, like a 2 pip stop loss almost. And the take profit will be the previous high, which would be around here. And check this out, guys. This will be a almost 10-hour trade, and it would have been a take profit. I mean, the price was super close to your stop loss, but if you would have placed it correctly and include spreads as well, this would have been a very, very good win. All right, so let me see if I can find one more example, because I'm pretty sure you guys understood this strategy. It's pretty self-explanatory. The rules are very simple, but you have to stick to them, and you have to use proper risk as well. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, so right here, there's piercings through the 50s, so I do not look for entries. Again, right here as well. Here, it did not touch. Here, there's no candlestick pattern. There's no candlestick pattern, even though this would have been a win, but I am being very strict to my rules. If there's no candlestick pattern, I am not entering. Okay, and the RSI is also very important. Okay, I think we have another example here. Perfect example. So right here, we are approaching the 50 EMA again. We are starting to go below the RSI, the 50 level. And now all I wait for is a candlestick pattern. Perfect. I get another doji, and I will place my buy right here. My stop loss would be right below the last low, and my take profit would be the previous high for a nice 2-hour trade. And as you guys can see, another very beautiful take profit. Okay, here this could have been a bearish engulfing. Yeah, I mean, it kind of closed in the same line, so if I would have been conservative, I wouldn't have entered here, but just for the sake of presenting a sell setup as well, I would say that I would took this setup, and it would look like this. I would literally place my sell right there. Why? Because 50 is below the 200. We also got a touch and a rejection of the 200, of the 50 EMA, sorry. And we also are above the 50 level on the RSI, because this is a sell. Below if it's a buy, above if it's a sell. And the take profit would be right here for a very nice 3-hour trade. And again, another beautiful take profit, guys. So this is literally recent price action, okay? So this strategy really, really works if used correctly. Of course, you will also get losses, but overall, you will be very consistent with it, in my opinion. Okay, and you will be able to catch some really good R's as well. Like this trade right here was a super cool example with a 10R. On average, I would say between 2 and 3R. That would be the average that you would get per trade, since I also tested this strategy. And the win rate is also super cool. Like win rate is around 60%, which is super, super good. Okay. And yeah, guys, these are the rules pretty much for the strategy. This is the strategy. If there's any questions regarding anything, regarding the strategy or anything else, please drop them down below. I'll make sure to reply. And yeah, what can I say? Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you enjoy my content, because I will bring more content in the future, so you don't want to miss that out. Feel free to also share and like the video. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Take care.